everyone, this is Yumaine. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm in my studio and I have invited our department head of Industrial Application Group to join me to film this video. So he's going to share with us about what IAG has been doing and also what is Industrial IoT. And I have jotted down a lot of questions to ask him. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hi Joey, thank you for being here today. Today I'm going to ask you some questions about IAG. And I know you have been managing IAG for the past 2 years. Would you briefly introduce what is IAG and what have you guys been doing?
IAG was a secret department for the past 2 years. So at the beginning that we are thinking about one thing is from the open source hardwares to the real devices, there is a long way to go. And during these processes, a lot of customers ask us to speed up. So we are thinking about how to speed up this whole processes. That's the reason that we set up the IAG. So the IAG means Industrial Application Group. So what we do is we produce the standard industry level products for the communities. And then we can speed up all the processes for the industrial usages.
I see, but I'd like to know why is the reason that we start doing IoT devices by using open source hardware? And why did we pick smart agriculture to implement our IoT devices in the beginning?
For the open source hardwares, it is not a serious product. Okay. But for the real ending products, it is a serious things. So we just jumped into some kind of applications so we can experience all the problems, all the issues that will be occurred in the real environment. So for example, at the beginning, we are choosing the outdoor usages. Specifically, we choose the smart agriculture field. So we begin to apply a lot of industry level sensors, gateways to apply it to the field. And for example, for the temperature, so we are choosing to fit for the -40 degrees to the 85 degrees temperature range, and also water resistant, UV resistant, everything. For all the processes, we spend almost 1 year, to learn from the process, to learn from the deployment, to learn from the feedbacks of our customers. And for the almost 1 year, we are updating our products all the time. We learned from that process.
How is the deployment of our product in these scenarios? I'd like to know what are the feedbacks from our customers.
Good question. So actually, we deploying the products all over China for the first year, and listen to the feedbacks of our customers. After that, so we are passing the FCC and CE certification, so then we can deploy all the products for the overseas market. And then now, all over China, we have already implemented around 200 different kinds of projects, and thousands of different kinds of nodes are deployed into the field. For the overseas market, we started, I think, 6 months ago, and the performance is really good. And I think almost tens of different kinds of customers are already becoming our customers already.
Oh wow, that's a good rate. So what are the opportunities do you see here and what have you done?
Basically speaking, it's from my perspective, so for the IoT scenes, now it is booming. So the IoT scenes are divided into vertical scenarios. So what we are thinking about, or what we have ever seen is most of the scenarios of the IoT scenes, it is in the very narrow scenarios. So to speed up the speed for the digitalization, we believe that we must provide some common devices which can be compatible with a lot of narrow scenarios. So we will release a lot of IoT scenes that can be provided for common IoT scenarios. For example, data loggers, for example, some sensors. We developed a weather station, for example, that can be fit for agriculture, environment sensing, also the sonar stations, a lot of scenarios. So we are aiming at developing this kind of devices for different kind of scenarios.
I see. So can you talk about what is the current market situation and the development? And also I'd like to know what is your next move and your plans?
So we comes from the communities, and now we are, back for the communities. So at the first stage, we are doing the products that goes with the IoT way. For example, like now, for the first wave, we have already released our, modules for the LoRa communication way, like the NOD modules and the gateway modules. And then this is the first wave. And the second wave is like we are going to release a bunch of, devices which will be partly open sourced to all the communities. In these devices, we will use the experience and the know-how that we have learned from the past 2 years, and then we will feedback for the communities.
In the development of industrial IoT, what are the pain points do you think our customers are facing, and what are the difficulties do they have, and how do you think we can help them?
For example, like if you are digging into the agriculture environment, so actually the customers are looking for example, like cost efficient, stable, and also industry level, because agriculture environment changes a lot from the winter to the summer. So yeah, 3 things together. So it is hard things to balance these 3. So we have tried our best, and we have learned that.
Based on our industrial IoT product, do you think we can help our customers from hardware to software, like the OneStop Services?
Sure, that is what we have planning. So for the past 2 years, and now I think we can do that. So basically speaking, is like for the past, SEED can already provide the one-stop hardware design, manufacturing, and the shipment. But the term is very long, and now we can provide the industry level products already there, and the customers can change that or ask us to change it a little bit based on the existing standard products. So we will speed up the industry level IoT things from the 0 to 10,000 pieces.
From IT to IoT, what kind of hardware services do you think that are bringing the most value to the customers, to the system integrators?
We have service about more than 100 different kind of system integrators, especially they are from the software companies. There are some top 500 companies, IT department, kind of that. So basically speaking, it's like, in my mind, the IoT things need to provide the data directly. So if you see this is hardware, I see this is a services that provides the data. In my mind, it's not only about the hardware, it is also about obtaining the capture the data, collect the data, and transmit the data securely and also stably.
Thank you, Joey, for sharing all of this with us. In our upcoming episodes, I'll inviting Joey to come sit down with me and talk about more industrial IoT and LoRa, meteorological stations, and everything you need to know about IoT. And if you're interested in this kind of content, please follow our YouTube, LinkedIn, everything. And please give us a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time. Bye.